The playoffs at Worlds are set, Aussies put CounterStrike on the big stage, and Grandpa earns a bloody victory. This is the Leaderboard. Hello everyone, I'm Ian Barker and I'm joined by my co-host Jared Wynn, and we're here to catch you up on all the action from the weekend.
And nothing was bigger than the final week of group play at the League of Legends World Championship. The 8 playoff teams are set, and not one American team is among them. CounterLogic Gaming and Cloud9 both sat in first place coming into the second week, but neither was able to hold their spot. Flash Wolves, Fnatic, SKT, and KT Rolster were all perfect in the second week of play, earning first place in each respective group. The playoffs are now set. The matchups are KT Rolster, Coup Tigers, Fnatic, Edward Gaming, Flash Wolves versus Origin, and SK Telecom T1 versus AHQ Esports Club.
Now, Jared, I have to ask, what went so horribly wrong for the North American teams?
Well, it has been posited in brief that CounterLogic Gaming and Cloud9 both had a successful strategy setup, but once the other teams figured it out, once Coup Tigers broke the code for CLG, once everyone in the group broke the code for Cloud9, they were no longer able to play their game, and when their game was broken up like that was it. The American teams.
Well, that's too bad for us North American fans. Well, we also had an international contingent at the Socal Regionals, one of the year's biggest fighting game tournaments. In Street Fighter IV, there was no stopping top Japanese player Bonchan, who ripped through such opponents as PR Balrog, Zhao Hai, and Katsunoko en route to the championship win. Katsunoko offered the stiffest challenge and did manage to reset the bracket, but Bonchan Sagat would not be denied. In Mortal Kombat X, a foxy grandpa's Kung Lao proved too much for Yomi players Forever King and Michelangelo, while Filipino champ took the Marvel tournament over Cloud 805. Definitely a big weekend in fighting games, but this weekend also set up for the biggest weekend of the year in Hearthstone. The America's Championship in Hearthstone was played out, determining which 4 players would represent the 2 American continents at BlizzCon's Hearthstone World Championship. Hearts the world over were broken as popular streamer Trump was eliminated from the competition in nail-biting fashion, losing both of his matches 3-2. It was ultimately 2 Americans and 2 Canadians booking their tickets, Jab, Nias, Purple, and Hot Form. With that, the field of 16 is now set for November.
But will the Hearthstone World Championship, Ian, be on Australian television? I didn't think so. Australian broadcaster Fox Sports helped to promote the Crown's CounterStrike Invitational. Cloud9 and Virtus.pro were both invited to play. Local team Immunity managed to upset Cloud9, and Virtus.pro nearly met the same fate. But ultimately, the Polish team prevailed. The CounterStrike World Championship, a battle between national mixed teams, also concluded. The heavily favored French side triumphed over a young Polish team in that final.
So no Sweden or America in the final, I take it.
Unfortunately, we did not see the best possible players for each nation. We had, for example, Cloud9 and Virtus.pro in Australia, so we couldn't see all the best players in the world play for each of their countries. Perhaps in the future, we'll see the best from Sweden, from America, from Poland, but as it is, we just saw a mix of mixed teams.
I suppose it's sort of like breaking up any other professional sports team. Maybe in their own country, the talent isn't so great, and things sort of fall apart.
Unfortunate.
Oh,
but still a good show.
Still a good show. That's what matters most. Well, if you like this show, if you liked what you saw, subscribe to us here on YouTube, and for the best in esports news and analysis, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and watch us live on Twitch.